In researching holistic treatments for depression, there are many possible biological causes of the disorder. Such physiological causes could include the side effects of medications, imbalances in the functioning of the hypothalamus, adrenal, thyroid or pituitary glands, illnesses such as diabetes, mononucleosis hepatitis, pneumonia, HIV/AIDS, CFS, SLE, multiple sclerosis, Alzheimer's disease, heart disease, stroke, and nutrient deficiencies. When we rule out these types of causes of depression, we may be left with what can be the mental causes of depression. I mention the physiological causes first because I believe it is extremely related to our mental health. If we are battling a chronic illness, feel physical pain daily, or are simply not happy with ourselves, physically being our weight, appearance or other issues, it is difficult to be up or happy in life. This of course can lead to continued feelings of low self-esteem, self-worth, and unhappiness that leads to that depressed level of neurotransmitters norepinephrine, serotonin, or dopamine. Therefore, after we have in fact ruled out the physiological causes, we need to look into the mental causes for depression, being our thinking. I believe every great philosopher throughout history has stated in one form or another, as you think, you are. It is our internal dialogue that determines our happiness. Although this is very basic positive mental attitude philosophy, for many I have come to realize that the majority of the population has no idea between what constitutes a positive thought or a negative one. When we are continually putting ourselves down through statements such as, I am too fat, too ugly, too stupid, not good enough, etc., we are certainly depressing those neurotransmitters, our self-esteem and our happiness. Where do those thoughts come from? I realize they do not just pop into our heads. They are products of years of negative conditioning that have taken root in our subconscious and have flourished through daily feeding. If the feeding is by people around you, I would suggest to get away from them, or at least let them know what they are doing. Again, most don't know the difference between negative and positive talk. So the first step in reframing our thinking is to realize is what you are telling yourself positive or negative. Are you saying I am followed by a statement that is uplifting, making you feel good, or one that is tearing you down? But you may be saying, I am fat. I would respond by paraphrasing great philosophers, again by saying that was, or is, does not have to be. You do have control of how you look, and every day is a new beginning. This leads me to the second main point in reframing our thinking on what has happened in our life, how we view the past. Joel Osteen, who I believe is amazing, in a recent sermon, discussed living in the here and now in order to overcome depressed feelings about the past. He discussed that we can't change the past. Although bad things may have happened to us, or we have made mistakes, that the past is in the past and we can't change it. We should focus on living positively in the present and work toward a future we shape today. All great advice I agree with. However, if we add a metaphysical philosophy to this line of thinking, I believe we can go a step further. Metaphysical or New Age philosophy, such as in the laws of karma, or that everything happens for a reason, and that the universe, God energy, makes no mistakes, can help us go beyond merely forgetting about the past. Metaphysical philosophy tells us that the purpose of life on earth is to learn and grow our souls. Therefore, all the tragedies in our life, all the abuse we experienced growing up, all the mistakes we made in relationships or professionally in our life were designed to learn and grow our souls. And metaphysical philosophy even states that these life lessons were placed in our life by ourselves. In the progression of your soul, who knows more about what you need to learn and overcome in this life more than you? I realize if you have not researched metaphysical philosophy, as I have, what I just stated is a lot to bite off. However, by reframing your thinking to overcome depression, we need to first realize that we cannot change the past certainly, but we can change how we think about the past. What were the life lessons you learned through all that you experienced? What did you learn from all the tragedies, abuse, and mistakes you put in your life? What did you learn? Can you be thankful you lived through that experience and did learn something? And if you are reading this, you did live through them. Reframing our thinking about the past is first separating the feeling from the learning in the life event. View all your past events as learning experiences that make you a better and stronger person today. If you still think that they were mistakes, you don't have to repeat them. You learned a lesson, that's why it happened, and you moved forward. Be grateful, positive feeling that you had the lesson and you are not repeating it. Take control. You don't necessarily have to go all the way metaphysically, realizing that you place these life lessons in your life to learn and grow your soul. To reframe the past in a future article 1, we'll discuss metaphysical causes of mental illness. Positive people do not live in the past. They have learned from it and have moved on, using that knowledge to shape their present and their future. You can control what you think. To overcome depression by reframing our thinking. Asterisk, be aware of what you are telling yourself. Is it positive or negative? Asterisk, don't let people around you put you down. Make a choice to be around uplifting people. Asterisk, view the past as a learning experience and move forward. We can't change the past, we can change how we think about it. Asterisk, read some metaphysical or new age philosophy. It may give you a different view on life and why bad things happen.